What's up, folks? Today we're looking at another Nightmare Before Christmas toy review. Today we're going to have a look at Diamond Select's Series 2 in the Nightmare Before Christmas series. A quick look at the boxes. I didn't want to do an unboxing and all that jazz. It's kind of probably hard to see with the glare and stuff, but you do have some nice artwork and typical back for Jack. They changed the face again this time, but I actually kind of, this face is growing on me now that I've had him for a few days. And here's Dr. Finkelstein's box. Got some cool artwork on the side for him as well. And here's the back. And last but not least, the mayor. And I know that was just a really quick look, but I'm not one for wasting time with all the box stuff. So let's have a quick look here. I'm gonna bring these guys a little closer. I'm gonna try to keep them in camera here. Here we have Jack. Take a look at him first. I think there's some slight improvements this time with Jack. Last year we had Jack in his standard costume, and it seemed a lot of people that were doing reviews on him ended up breaking him during the review. I think this guy seems to be a little bit more sturdy. I won't promise that, but I have, messed with him quite a bit, more than I did with my other Jack. I feel a little more comfortable with him. He has little ankle pivots, or whatever you want to call it, little twist at the ankles. I think it's cool how you can kind of stick that gift, just kind of slide it on his hand, and it looks like he's going to hold it or give it out or something. So there's the one of the little accessories he comes with. And here's another one of his accessories. Just a plain little box that the kid opened with the head in it on the movie. And here's yet another little, like a little skull with a, I don't know what you want to call that, holly, I don't know what you call it. And Jack comes with this bag, and I did stick the little head down inside the bag. You can see that you can rest that really easily down in there. The little boy held in the movie. I'm trying to get a zoom. It's hard to see with the way I got this set up. Pretty good little detail. Let's see, just slide it right there. I think it looks pretty good there. Jack also came with a piece of the courtyard. Him and Dr. Finkelstein both come with that. And let's take Jack off. That didn't sound good. Off of his stand here. A little bit closer look at some of his detail. Got a nice little, he's got head movement this time. The last figure, last year, I didn't think it didn't have any head movement. I mean, if it did, it would try to break on you. His hat does not come off. And of course, his hands, for the rest of his body, pretty much looks about the same as last year's. But of course, in his red Santa suit this time. And I'll try to set him back up real quick if I can. I'm not going to worry about it. But just to keep the review rolling, we'll stick this gift back up in his hand here. It looks cool. So Jack's getting ready to walk up the courtyard, dish out some gifts. Alright, let's focus here. Maybe. Alright. Up next we'll look at Dr. Finkelstein. He comes with this little bowl of soup and his little spoon without all the dog hair. I hope this is focusing because I can't see the way. I got carpet fuzz all over my spoon. It's almost like I had soup in it. You can see it does have the holes in it, which is pretty cool. Nice little touch. And the soup is just a really bright green. Finkelstein himself, he does come out of the chair, but that's the only pose you get with him, which I guess is the only pose you really need with him. You can't open up his head to see the brain inside, which is cool. And you get a little bit of rotation here, and you do get a rotation with the arms, or not rotation, but a pivot, I guess. I mean, you don't get anything with the hands and the gloves. And they did miss a minor detail with him. As you can see, he's only got 3 fingered gloves instead of 4 like in the, I think it's 4 in the film. I won't promise that either. I know with the NECA figure, he did have 4 fingers. His wheelchairs, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of plain compared. I mean, if you're comparing this to NECA, I think NECA's gonna win, but I am just happy to see somebody else do a Nightmare Before Christmas line, so I'm not complaining. Set him back in his chair here, and I can give him a little pose. This kind of helps him stay in his chair too, so you can get the arms out. I was afraid looking at him in the package that you wouldn't be able to get the arms in place, but you can do it. So there's Finkelstein out of the way. Well, I was most excited to get the mayor open because I loved his big podium that they included. I wish, however, they would have included a big chair to stand him in. But the mayor comes with his podium. He comes with this little blank book. And of course, his plans for next Halloween. I didn't do that good. This podium's pretty awesome. I love the detail that went into it. And it's got a little bit of the floor here. You can see the names on the book. And I've just got him standing on just a display case there. And that's kind of how I display him. That way it looks like he's kind of standing up there with it. Let's take a quick look at the mayor. He comes with a little stand as well, because he's looking to topple over otherwise. He comes with his little megaphone, or bullhorn, I don't know what you call it, megaphone I guess. The only disappointing thing about the mayor, which happens to be probably my favorite in this set, just because the sculpt and everything looks really good. The disappointing thing about him to me is just the weight of him. He's like just hollow. I wished they could have done him like they did Oogie Boogie for the last set. Oogie was really heavy. Of course, the mayor has the rotating head to reveal his worried face. His arms kind of move. That's about all the movement you're going to get out of that. And then his hands will twist all the way around 360. And there's no movement in the waist. I do like the nod feature. That's how I kind of display him with his head looking down. I can get him back up here. And that's really about it. I wanted get a small little video out for that, just because I hadn't seen one yet, and these guys have been out for probably a week and a half. Now, let me take the camera down here. If you're looking for some Nightmare Before Christmas figures and you don't have any yet, go for these guys. I think, I'm not sure, I mean, if they're worth $25 a piece, it doesn't seem like there's much to these guys as far as, I want to say, I guess the weight. It just feels kind of like they're, I'm not going to say cheaply made, but it just feels like you get a little bit heavier figure with the NECA line and the June planning line. Let's bring those dudes out real quick here. We got, if you'll stand up. Well, he's been standing up the whole time down there. We got the old NECA jack in comparison. Come here. Comparison to the new jack, I definitely like the old jack's face better. New jack is still nice, but not sure what happened with the eyes there. I guess they're going with that little bit evil look. Let's bring up the old Finkelstein. And this is just a comparison, folks. I'm not telling you which figure to get. I do like the older ones better, but I am super stoked, if people still use that word, that they actually are making Nightmare Before Christmas figures still. And here's the old mayor, which is really heavy compared to the new guy. And I'm saying, folks, just you know, Jack's going down. You know, just make your own call on these guys, and I would not. I don't know what to say as far as just use your own judgment. You know, these are cool figures. I like them a lot, and I'm going to keep supporting Diamond Select. And I'm going to keep buying these mugs as long as they keep putting them out. I'd like to see the whole Halloween town and some of the Christmas town. But I guess I'll end this little small review, if that's what you want to call it, here. And thanks for watching, guys. Got any questions? Leave some comments and I'll answer right away.